Next question is from Leslie Meacham-Gilly. What is your strangest talent? I'm pretty good at doing handstands, but I'm not going to do one right here. So that, that could be dangerous if I tumble. I have quite a few other interests outside of music. I love cooking. I love working out. I'm really into health. I'm very passionate about helping people with anybody who has problems with addiction or alcoholism. That's kind of too much information, but probably do have a strange talent, but I'm not going to mention it.
And not a lot of people know I can do a standing backflip with a couple back steps. And not many people know, but I'm an expert trampolinist.
I would say, well, if you call it strange, I guess you could call it strange. I'm a mentalist as well, which is I use verbal and non-verbal influence to bring about effects like a psychological magician of sorts. I think it's definitely out of the ordinary, so I would call it the strangest talent I could think of.
Leslie, I'm pretty famous in my family and circle of friends for this, so I'm going to share this with you. I can touch the end of my nose with my tongue. This is apparently pretty freaky, so here you go. I'm going to do this just for you. You ready?
I did it. I can still do it.
You'd have to date me to find that out, Leslie. So there you go. I make lighting fixtures out of galvanized pipe and other quirky things like that. They look cool. I don't have a website where you can see them, but trust me, they're okay.
Next question is from Paige Tatters-Kermack. What superpower would you most love to have? Breathing underwater seems like it'd be kind of cool to have. Flying would be really cool. Or just, I'd just like to be a better guitar player or singer. I'd settle for some of those superpowers if they're giving them out.
That's super easy. That's, I'd want to fly. Why would you be Spider-Man and climb up walls with your fingers when you could just fly over them? That's just all I want to say. And if you had sort of super strength and you could, come on, Superman was, he was the guy.
The gift of an incredible strength or to fly. Either one of those would be fine by me.
I think probably to fly, like Superman. As much as you kind of think, but then when you think about it, if you're flying, it's kind of out of control, and if you're afraid of heights. Yeah, probably to fly, because, if you wanted to just escape something or go somewhere and you didn't have to sit in traffic, you just go up into the sky and just see the beauty of everything. I don't know, I think something about that would want that as a superpower.
I think to be invisible. I'm very intrigued by just people and why they do the things they do, and the idea of being able to kind of be a fly on the wall in certain situations. And just, I'm intrigued by that. And
to be invisible.
Errol Jean Wallace asks, what do I do in my everyday life? I'm a father. I hang out a lot with my kid. I work on music. I practice playing the guitar. I'm into things like working out, like I said, cooking, meditation. Kind of have a pretty boring life, if you want to be honest, but I like it.
Carol, music is really just one small part of my life, really. I'm a wife and mum to 2 young boys. They certainly keep me busy. I'm also a high school teacher. I coordinate programs for Year 11 and 12 students who struggle with school, who struggle to stay on the straight and narrow, who might be struggling with literacy problems. And that's probably the great passion of my life. I do that full time, and I absolutely love my work in education. And I'm also studying for a master's in education at the moment as well. So yeah, life is kind of crazy at the moment, as well as everything that's been going on with the Gibb Collective project.
I think number one, I'm a dad. That's kind of my main job at the moment, because I have 2 young ones under the age of 5 or 5 and under. They kind of take up a lot of my day. I take care of my dad's estate with requests from a day-to-day basis. That's kind of what I do. I dabble in songwriting, not as much as I'd like to, as I used to do a lot more. Lately, not so much with time. Same with screenwriting. I actually went to college. That's what I learned. I majored in that, in motion picture and history. That's what I do on a day-to-day basis. But like I said, right now it's probably being a dad, and it's one of those most rewarding things in life.
I like to do anything that has to do with wheels, working on my car, going on my bicycle, going to the gym, staying healthy.
Silly things. Housework, taking care of my dogs, my husband. I write books, scripts, poems, and I paint, doodle. Oh, and I poop a scoop, and I clean the pool, and I mow the yard. Now and then, sometimes.
I love photography. Most people who follow me online know that. Believe it or not, I love landscaping and I love construction. I love building things. I said in a previous question, I make lighting fixtures out of galvanized pipe and other things, and shelves, and I've made a couple of desks and a loft bed. I've done framing work on my house. I like building decks. It's very cathartic. I'm planting things. I love plants. So whenever I'm sort of in kind of a bad place, I like building something. I guess it's kind of like writing a song. It's just something else to create.
Full-time mom, a songwriter, producing, making music, writing music, singing. And yeah, other than that, I take care of my house, clean up after all my animals, and that's what I do.